Hello guys, welcome back to my another video, and this is Mercy Account. Alright, I know it has been a long time ever since we last talked, but today I'm back. A lot has been going on. I was, removing some things from place and putting some new things in place, so that's why I've been lost. And also today I just wanted to come live and just do a video because I feel like being live, a lot of people miss out, a lot of people at work, and they don't get that chance to be part of it. But when we do a video, and a lot of people, it's easy for them to find it out there. Alright, I say a special hello to people from Uganda. How are you doing? I know it's really hard for you at this point, the lockdown, the pandemic, people dying and people sick, a lot is going on. But hold in there. I know God is with us, and I know one day, one time, we're gonna look back and all this is gonna be worth it. And I also say hello to everyone around the world who's watching me. Please do me a favor and like and comment from where you're watching from, and tell me how you think about everything that we must talk about. So right about today is we're gonna talk about there was one of my friends who asked me that does the dress code of a woman matter when you're looking for, a wife material, or for a woman to marry, or for a woman to spend the rest of your life with? So I want to give everybody an opportunity, both men and women, to let us know how you like. What's your thinking? Like, what do you think about this? Do you think it matters? Do you think it doesn't matter? I want to, have every person's idea about this. So for me, my personal idea is, and first of all, we need to understand that as women, this is going to be about women today, and we're going to talk about men some other time. But about women, I don't think that how I dress tells exactly whoever I am, like the whole of me. First of all, for me personally, I always tell you, I give my ideas depending on how I see things, my point of view, in according to my experience. Now, first of all, for us women, like for me, I dress depending on the code. Am I going to office? Am I going to which audience am I going to? Who is going to be seeing me? Where am I going? And that's how I dress up. So you don't know when you're gonna meet that woman, where you're gonna find her, and what's the code she's gonna be in. Or maybe I may be like, I'm going to meet my father, I'm going to meet the pastor, I'm going to meet an important person, I'm going into a meeting, I'm going to do something. What I dress that day is not going to be the rest of the week, how I'm going to be dressed. All right. And then another point is that we dress depending on our moods. Like, how am I feeling? Sometimes I feel like sexy, I feel because women, we have mood swings and we have mood switches. So I may wake up in the morning and I feel sexy, I feel more beautiful, I feel I want to, express what I feel rather. And that's how I'm going to dress. I'll dress my tight, nice little short dress and, look cute. Or I may wake up just feeling casual, like I don't want to dress anything fancy or something, and just just grab my jeans and grab my shirt and just put on some heels and grab my bag and get out of the house. And also, like, dress code depends on what profession I do. Okay, if I'm an office woman, I'm definitely not going to dress like a person who works in a beauty, in a beauty shop. I won't dress like a person who works in a boutique. I will not dress like a doctor. I will not dress like a nurse. I will not dress like a farmer. I will not, like, what do I do? My profession is how I dress. You more often see women wearing suits, tucked in, wearing like office wear, because she's going to the office. You don't expect someone who's going to a restaurant to find them dressed like someone who's going to a boutique. You don't expect me who works in the bar to dress like that woman who works in the in the office. We impress different audiences, so I'm not gonna dress like another person. Do you understand what I mean? And also, there's another point. I already told you how I feel, the code and the mood. There is a lifestyle. Some people, they have a different lifestyle from others. How people from the city from New York, or people from Riyadh, or people from Kampala dress, or people from Lagos, from Abuja dress. It's not the same way you're gonna find a person dressed in, in villages, in the countryside. City people completely dress differently because of the lifestyle they live in, the society they're in. We dress different. For example, I want to give you an example about people who live in Saudi Arabia. We don't dress like people who live in any other country. Why? Because that's the society. You have to cover your whole body, you have to cover everywhere, you have to make sure you're decent enough to move into the society. That's not because that's who I am, that's because what the society demands from me. Do I make sense? Now, how a person dresses is way different from who the person is. We've more often seen a lot of girls dressing long dresses and having, jabs in their head, but they are so horrible. They are players. They have different men. They don't respect people. They have bad manners. They don't even know how to present themselves. But when you look at them from a distance, they dress so nice. They cover everywhere, but they are different when it comes to the inside of their personality. And there is another point that some people dress depending on their nature. If I'm a petite and I know that long dresses don't look good on me, like for example, me, I know what kind of a dress code I dress and I look so good. I know, like more often you don't see me wearing like big clothes because I'm a small woman. I'm not big. I don't have that big bum. I don't have that big, like I don't have everything that's gonna, come out in a big dress. And we dress to impress. That's us women. We dress to impress. So I can't dress a long big dress. Why? Because that's not my figure. I know what looks good on me. I may be some, plus size woman. And she knows when I dress big, long dress, I look good in it, and that's what she's gonna dress. Some people just, we also have preferences. Some people we dress depending on what we prefer. You're gonna go in Marcy's closet, and all you're gonna see is like tight dresses, tight jeans, tight skirts, tight tops. You're not gonna find anything loosey. If it's loosey, at least it's tight up in my breast, or it's tight down, or somehow it is tight on my body. Like I said, I'm a petite, I'm small, so I don't dress big dresses. And you're gonna go into another person's closet, all they dress is big, like big pants, big jeans, like loosey jeans, like loosey skirts. That's who they are. That's who they are, and that's what they prefer dressing. But that don't describe who they are personally. That's not their personality. You know what I mean? Yeah. And we have another point. I already told you profession and the society. Now, if you're looking for marriage characters in a woman, okay, stop looking for, okay, I know like men are visual people, like they like what they see. Now, what they see is not that the dress code or how you dress is something. It's how you present yourself no matter the dress code you're dressed in. A lot of people have met wife materials in the bars, dressed in patches, dressed in little skirts. But it's when you start talking to that person, you know that this person is way different from what I judge them to. For example, look at I'm going to give you one example. Look at Nicki Minaj, right? Look at Cardi B. They dress the way they want. Their dressing code is way too different to their personalities. Why? Because that's their profession, like I said. But it does not describe who they truly are. Now, men, if you're looking for a woman to marry, you're looking for your life partner, develop this behavior of dates, right? Now, when you take a person out, a woman, and you're sitting and having a nice drink and something like that, if you want to know if this woman is a nice woman to marry, put her down and ask her, where do you see yourself, like, in 5 years from now? Like, what's your plans? Or For example, because we're no longer kids anymore, you people. We are grown up. We're no longer like 18s and we're still looking for boyfriends or like for men to just bang and leave. That's old fashioned. We're looking for a person who's gonna develop as a person who has something to add in our life. Now, if you're looking for that person, only the first date you go out with the person can tell you whether this person has some knowledge or I'm just wasting my time. If it's the person is like 25 and above, ask them, what have you been doing? Like, what's going on in your life? And listen to the crap they're going to say. I'm here and there, I'm still this, I'm still that. You're not looking for someone to start a life with. You're looking for someone who's already in the life journey. You're looking for someone with a destination. You're looking for someone with a vision, with a plan, how they plan to reach where they are going without depending on you. If you find a woman who is depending on a man, do not expect a wife material in that. Unless if you're looking for a woman, like nice looking woman to show off in the public, to go in your friends, but you're not looking for a woman to marry. If you're looking for a woman to marry, you need to look for a woman with a plan of her own life. Where does she think she's going if life turns out that she doesn't have a man to depend on? Does she have a plan? Does she have a portfolio? Does she have a destination? Does she have where she thinks she's going to be in 2025? Does she have a plan? What has she been doing? Has she been, depending on men, having this sugar daddy here, this sugar daddy there? What is her life plan? And learn to ask random questions. Random questions help you to see how people are going to, for us when we are going for a date, like for me, when I always go to a date, I already have my answers. I already have, I know. So if this guy asks me this, how am I going to answer? How am I supposed to talk? How am I going to do this? So when he asks you a question, you don't plan. You're not ready to answer. Now, the way you approach that question is going to show that man who you really are. And another thing is the behaviors of a person. You people, the dress code of a person can be changed. If she's broke, that's why she dresses any way she wants to dress. Like she dresses like, cheap clothes and anything, It's easy for you, a man, to get that kind of a woman and take her and marry her and, change her dress code, shift her to a situation, to that status you want. But if you marry a woman with a bad character, money doesn't buy characteristics of a woman. It does not, I'm telling you. That's why we more often see divorces happening in this society these days. Why? Because people marry what they see and not what is inside the person. And when they reach in the marriage, they change their mind because this is not what they signed for. Because you saw me while dressing so good, I dressed to impress and all that. And you thought that simply because I dress long dresses, I'm a Muslim, I tie hijab, I do all the, Muslim girl should be doing, and you think I'm a marriage material. If that was the case, then people from Muslim worlds wouldn't be having divorces. They wouldn't be doing that. Why? They dress so responsible, if that's what you call responsibility. They cover everywhere. They dress like they have a good heart. The dress code do not describe a person. It does not. Do not meet a nice woman dressing, a miniskirt and say, she's a hoe. Have you ever entered her hole for you to call her a hole? No. So, look for particular things in a person. Things that you can't see outwards. I always tell you, men, things you don't see out are the things you need to look in a woman. How does she behave in the society? How does she carry herself? Does she behave right? How does she treat other people? How does she treat people that she doesn't expect anything from them? That's how you discover the kind of a person you're looking to marry. How does she handle herself when she's angry? These are the things you need to consider before you marry someone and then start fighting for a divorce and start ending up like a single father, single mother, having broken families, bringing up kids that have no morals because they come from broken families. Take your time to learn person. What is the kind of a family that she come from? It's not about money. It's not about how did they bring her up. all the people we are having problem with here right now, it's where they grew up from. You know, what is the personality of that person? Of I'm sorry, of that person. How is that person is really without the dress code? Who is she in real life? And most of you now, guys, you date women because you met her on social media. She puts nice edited pictures, and she looks so beautiful. She dresses so, she puts on captions that show responsibilities. My dear, personality of a person is different from everything that you see outwards. You need to talk to a person. You need to approach a person. You need to know the person before you go into marriage. I always don't say that you have to have sex with the person or something. Now, this goes to all people, even from Saudi, Dubai, everywhere. People, Muslim families. First, know the person. Know at least 50% of a person you're going to jump into marriage to, because this marriage is not something you're going to sign into today and then drop it tomorrow. This is a lifetime thing. And if you're getting married, make sure you're getting married to that woman because you love her. You love her for who she is. Don't marry her because your dad and mom think she's beautiful and you think like she's the one. Is she really the one? If you sit alone and you think about the life without her and the life with her, which life is better? Do you think that the life with her is better? Do you think you can live without her? You can live with her? Have so much factors, to weigh around and find out if she's really the woman you want to marry. And also, one thing that you should always know, have a woman with goals. A woman with goals will never, ever, ever leave you pushed down. They will always, always motivate you. They will always have a way forward to things, and they will always have knowledge about a lot of things. Women are supposed to be smarter than men. This is our nature. We're supposed to be creative, artist-wise, financial-wise. We're supposed to be smarter than men. Even if men are providers, even if men are protectors, even if men are lovers, as women, we're supposed to be creative. If a man brings you 1M on the table and says, hey, Mercy, I have this 1 million that I just earned. What do you think we can do with? What do you think we can do with it? You already have a plan that, what, so if we get like 500 and we put it here, by the end of the month, we're going to have this amount. And if we have this, but if you marry a person because you depended on how they dress like, you're going to regret the rest of your life. You will be the person who thinks marriage is hard, the person who thinks that, you can get married and be happy. You're going to be that type of a person, and that's not who you are. I mean, that's what you caused yourself because you married someone because of their looks. Looks lie. When you see the same person every day, you get tired because every single day you see more beautiful women, you see more nice looking women, and you married me because of my breasts. You're gonna see someone else having bigger, nice breasts. You married me because of my butt. You're gonna see someone with a nice booty out there every single day. Women these days, there is plastic surgery. There are a lot of things that women can do to look good. The point is, there is nothing in this world that you can buy that can help you have a better character, have a better understanding, have goals that you don't have. There is nothing. It's you, like it's personal. So my conclusion is dress code does not matter about marriage cases. It does not. Dress code does not matter about marriage. It's about character. Does the woman has goals? What are her behaviors, her manners, and even like how does she treat herself? How does she treat people that she doesn't expect anything from? Because she may treat you nice because you're gonna lay her down, give her some money and all that. But how does she treat that man she met on the street that she doesn't expect anything from? You know what I'm saying? So I need you people to see, most especially men. Today we were about men. I want you to see and see, apart from this woman's dress code, tying around her waist and lifting out her boobs, what else can she bring on the table? Can she help me leave poverty? Can she help me? And can she support me and we build this house? Can she bring up kids? If we break up today, can she still remain the woman she is? Can she still take care of our kids? She doesn't have any asset. Like, where do you think she's gonna go when you get broke? She's not gonna dump you and go for someone who has money because what? Her mindset is all focused on a man who can provide for her. I know all women need security, need provision, need protection, but you have to have your own strategies. You have to have your own goals. You have to have plans for your own kids. It's not always about men. Men are also human beings. I don't even know. Some women are looking for their fathers in men. No. Your father is with your mother. You need to look for someone who's going to complete you. And what does that mean? That means you're going to bring 50 and he's going to bring 50. You make 100. Is it about building the house? 50-50. Bringing up the kids? 50-50. But you're bringing a woman with no manners, with no character, with no goals, plans, and nothing. And you expect her to bring out your kids in a perfect way. How? She doesn't even know how to handle herself better. How is she supposed to handle your kids? She's stupid mentally. Don't quote me wrong. Stupid is not an insult. It's a word used to people who don't understand what they're doing. She has no brains and you need smart kids. Where are you going to get them from? From this same scalp of a stupid woman? No. A woman matters a lot in marriage about your kids. Because she's the first teacher for your kids. So whatever she is, it's gonna transform to your kids. Because she spends most of the time with them. She teaches them most of things, and they believe in her because that's their mother. 90% of her is shifting to your kids. Is the woman you have the daughter you wanna have in the future? Is this woman the person you want to be the mother of your kids? Is who she is today what you want her, what you want her to put in your kids tomorrow? Stop seeing things from here and start seeing things way further more. So you don't regret in the future. Choose your partner so wisely. It's not about what you see. It's about what they can bring to you on the table when you sit and say, okay, we have this problem. Baby, can you help me solve it? A woman can't even manage to, put a home in order. How is she going to put your life in order? Because that's why you need us, to fix your life, to complete you, to make you a better man. She can't even make a better person, better version of herself. How is she going to make a better version of you? Like how? Explain to me how. Because I don't understand it. And it does not depend where she comes from. Like, let it be blacks, whites, with Indians, Arabs, Egyptian. It don't matter. A character of a woman is always going to be the same. If she has a bad character in marriage, in life, that's what you're going to have at home. That's why men, you're going to find a lot of men spending most of the times in the bars. Why? Because they don't want to go back home. What is home is horrible. The woman is always shouting. She doesn't know how to take care of you. And you can always see this. How the person takes care, how do they care for their own selves? What is their daily lifestyle like? That's what I always tell you people. Do courtship before marriage. Please do courtship before marriage. It is necessary. It is important to know the person you're going to marry before you marry them. It don't matter whether your mother knows them. It don't matter whether your father loves them. Do courtship with the person and let them, these things of seeing me 1, 2, 3 times and then boom, marriage. You don't know me. You don't know how I get mad. You don't know how I eat, how I sleep. You don't know how I'm going to treat your parents. You don't know how I act when we don't have money. You don't know who my friends are. You don't know how I like to spend my time. You don't know me. I have my friend who told me that, Mercy, let me tell you something. I love this man because he's the father of my kids. But everything about us is opposite, it's different. I like this, he likes this. I want this, he wants this. I like this, he likes this. We never on the same page. And apart from kids, there is nothing in common between us. Why would you want to spend the rest of your life in regrets in marriage? Why? When you can only spend 2 years in courtship with a person, go through everything together so that by the time you get married, there is nothing new. You just get married. You want to get married for the law to confirm your marriage, but you're already completing each other. I always tell you, don't marry a woman because she's the mother of your unborn child. If you don't feel her, it's okay. Take the responsibility, support her, support your baby, be in the life of your child, but don't put that burden on yourself of bringing a woman you don't love in your home. And then in the end of the day, you break up, you've